Time now for business news with Ari Rabinovitch. Hello, Ari.
Cynthia.
Okay, let's start with Meta. It's best known for its social media apps, but the company is dangling some new tech toys, Ari.
Yeah, trying to compete with the likes of Apple, especially, Cynthia. We covered that company's product launch last week, and now it's Meta Platforms' turn. Yes, they are the parent company of Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, but they also have a lot of gadgets like this, the VR headset, and this one is specifically called the Quest. The newest one is going to be a little bit cheaper than the previous model, so the price will drop from $650 US to $500. And if you want to get a cheaper version, there is the scaled down Quest 3S, which will cost $200 less. And it will strip away a depth sensor as well as a narrower field of view. It will be a little less compact, and the screen will have a little bit of a lower resolution. So these headsets will go on sale next month, Cynthia. Meta AI is also getting some upgrades, including replacing voices with celebrities for Meta AI, including the likes of Judi Dench, Kristen Bell, and John Cena. Now on to some other devices from Meta Platforms. We're looking at these glasses. So this is actually not the first iteration of the Meta Ray-Bans. There's actually a new version coming out with some updates, including, quote, reminders, which has the glasses take a photo of what you're looking at and remind you about it later through a notification on your phone.
You'll
also be able, yeah, it's wild.
Wow.
It's almost a little too much, and it could scan QR codes for you, call phone numbers, and there's going to be some new designs, including these translucent frames, which are kind of cool, and we'll even have transition lenses, Cynthia. All kinds of cool new stuff.
Wow. Okay. Price tag for these?
For those, I actually wasn't able to find any Canadian yet because they haven't come out yet, but I imagine it'll be a little bit less than the headsets for the VR.
Okay. All right. Just in time for Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. There you go. All right. Canada's population, let me say that properly, continues to grow, but not as fast as in previous years, Ari.
Yeah, so it is actually something that's growing concern for the housing market, Cynthia, because as the population expands, there's more people looking for housing, and the population has now hit a record 41.3 million people, and up by nearly 250,000 non-permanent residents, which is the smallest pace of growth since the first quarter of last year and the third straight slowing quarter. Immigration Minister Mark Miller said back in January that there are plans by the federal government to taper back the number of temporary residents entering the country in order to give a little bit more room for the housing market. The plans specifically were not yet announced, but this is an example of how the federal government is trying to taper back those results, Cynthia.
Okay, now we just mentioned holiday shopping, and it's just around the corner. Many workers at one big box store will be getting a raise. That's good news. I'm sure they're welcoming that.
Absolutely, Cynthia. So it's going to be affecting mostly retail workers at Walmart Canada stores, as well as those frontline associates is what they're calling it. So what it means is that there's going to be pay raises approaching the holiday shopping season. What they specifically will get is unclear, but they said that it will involve a $92 million investment in addition to the $53 million investment announced back in July. So right now, current employees will be offered more hours for the holiday shopping season, and then whatever is left over, they will hire new people. So if you're looking for a job for the holidays, we might want to consider Walmart Canada. It looks like they might have some good job opportunities and pretty competitive pay by the sounds of it.
Okay, Ari, thanks very much. Always great to see you.
You as well, Cynthia.